Hey guys, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys, well, it's the weekend and you know how that goes. So make sure if you haven't, take some time to yourself, watch some YouTube, relax, spend some time with friends and families, and maybe even some bottomless brunch. But in the meantime, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey because Margaret Josephs is saying exactly what we're all thinking at this point. She's calling Joe Gorga an enabler when it comes to, I guess, his relationship with his sister and shading Teresa's apology as she's suspecting that Marge is bored with her husband. And that's probably why she's doing and saying all of these things about Louis. Okay, we have the details and more. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, well, it's no secret that Margaret Josephs was not impressed with Teresa's apology that she gave to the cast in last week's episode. Well, technically, it's still this week, but this past episode when it came to the whole altercation that happened in Nashville. Now, just to be fair, when Teresa apologized, she did say, listen, I want to address the group and I want to apologize because it's not like me to act out like that. But I was provoked, and that's exactly why I got to the place that I did, because I love my relationship. I love this man. And when you push me or ask about things that you shouldn't necessarily be putting your nose into, well, you're going to get a reaction. And not only that, in this kind of half AWS apology, she also shaded Margaret Josephs for what it seemed like eating too much, which that's a little ridiculous and kind of just crazy, just for the simple fact that Jackie Goldschneider's whole storyline this season is struggling with an eating disorder. So it just seems a little tone deaf. But hold on. After Teresa said that she was sorry for acting out, noting that she was provoked before dumping food and beverages all over Margaret Josephs, who led the charge when it came to the ongoing questions about her fiance, Louis Ruelas, and his past, Margaret said it wasn't an apology at all before taking aim at her castmate's brother, Joe Gorga, who was supposed to have Margaret's back amid the feud. Teresa apologized to the group, blaming me, saying when someone comes after someone she loves, that's not an apology. Margaret noted this on the Real Housewives of New Jersey after show. If you guys don't watch the after shows, they're actually really great. Sometimes they're even more interesting than the show because the women get to kind of chime in and let us know what they're thinking, what's going on. And it's like them watching it, but giving us like a little mini reunion after each episode. Okay, let's get back to it. I'm not coming after him. Everybody else in America is coming after him, not me. I wasn't coming after somebody that you love. What she didn't say was more telling than what she did say, Jackie Goldschneider said. I thought that's a lot of saying. I thought by apologizing to the group, she was telling Margaret, you don't deserve an apology from me. Everyone else does because their dinner was ruined, but you don't deserve an apology from me. Even Teresa's longtime friend, Dolores Catania, wasn't impressed with her apology, which I'm curious how that friendship's going because Dolores did say that she hasn't talked to Teresa since the reunion. Melissa Gorga also said the same thing. And we know that Dolores confirmed on Two Teas in a Pod that she will not be a part of Teresa's wedding. I mean, she is one of her longtime friends. So can somebody help us connect the dots here? If she's not a part of it and Teresa's going to have like 6 to 9 bridesmaids, who are the bridesmaids? Are they just, I guess, maybe friends that we haven't met? So are these friendships on the show real? Or is this just a job? Well, it sounds like it's kind of just a job, but let's get back. That apology was hard for her. And like, it was like, this is going to come out right. This isn't going to work. According to Margaret, she really cares about Teresa. However, in order to be better, she feels that Teresa is going to have to learn to own her mistakes. And Joe Gorga was clapping for her. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I was pissed off at him. I was like, give me a fucking break, you enabler. That pissed me off, Margaret admitted, as Joe insisted his sister offered an amazing apology. I mean, she put a lot of thought into it. She sat there all night, her and Louis, they sat there, they talked about it, they wrote it, they typed it all out. It was amazing. You got to give it to her. She could have said, Q, I'm not doing anything. Okay. I understand, and we talked about this, Zach, Peter, and I, because we did a live recap. And when we talked about it, we were just pretty much saying at this point for Teresa Giudice, I get where her brother's coming from saying 10 years ago, you would have never gotten an apology out of her. You still didn't get an apology out of her. She gave a half apology to the rest of the group, but this doesn't really count as an apology. She didn't really apologize to the one person that she was calling white trash, see you next Tuesday, and threatening to beat her ass. And she also not only did not apologize, but then she shaded her for eating habits. So come on, Joe Gorga. I agree with Margaret Josephs on this one. As for his failure to have Margaret's back, Jackie said it was funny to see him flip so quickly, as Melissa Gorga joked that he changed his attitude within 2 seconds. I don't give a shit what Margaret thinks, she said. I think everybody at that table saw what Margaret did, and I think everybody at that table understood why I did what I did. Margaret, it's like, what is your freaking problem? Get a life, get a hobby. Teresa then took aim at Margaret's marriage to her husband, Joe, saying, if you're bored with your husband, then leave him and go find another guy, because obviously she's bored. She has a lot of time on her hands. Shots fired. Okay, guys, when it comes to all of this, I have a few opinions, especially with Teresa, Joe, Dolores, I mean, the whole cast, really. One, and you guys, I definitely want to hear your opinions, but one, I don't think that this was a real apology. And the fact that they're saying that she had to type it out, write it out, rehearse it with Louis, and kind of practice it before actually saying it. She didn't really say anything that required a monologue. She just kind of looked with this face at everybody and said, I just want to apologize because I was really out of character and I don't want to see myself get to that place. And it's like, okay, keep going. And she's like, but then I was provoked. And you never skip a meal, girl. No, that's not an apology. I don't know why we're clapping, or Joe Gorga's clapping for his sister saying, oh, well, she did the right thing and I'm really impressed with it. Impressed with what? Okay. Secondly, when Teresa now is not only, not apologizing, but taking aim at her relationship, there's nothing coming out about Joe, Margaret Joseph's husband. Nothing has come out about a viral video, about alleged infidelity, about, court documents and his exes suing him, about the alleged rumor about Joe, or Louis, technically, because this has nothing to do with Joe, putting his hands on his ex in front of her kid. None of this has come out. So I don't understand why anybody's taking aim unless this is just a little bit of deflection. It needs somebody. I need a professional opinion to sort of dissect this. Guys, I want to hear your opinion. So go ahead, comment below. What are your thoughts on all of this? The apology, everything that's Jersey, and everything that's wrong with what happened with the Jersey women and the husbands in Nashville. And also, if you guys haven't already, just go to spillingtealive.com, grab your live stream tickets or in person, because we're coming to City Winery on April 28th in New York City. And we're going to have one hell of a time. It's our last show of the month, and I hope I get to see all of you there. We have a lot of surprises for you, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to smash that like button, get subscribed, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.